The Undead Reunion. Teresa and Levi's last night of horror. Levi and Teresa had been together for as long as either of them could remember. They had a love unlike any other, they would do anything for each other. So when Levi heard about the strange news coming out of the city, he knew that he had to make sure Teresa was safe. It all started with reports of strange behavior. People in the city were ignoring their own safety and going out into the night. As the reports increased, so did the fear that something strange and sinister was happening in the city. People were getting sick and developing strange and violent tendencies, some even began dying. Eventually, the reports shifted to tales of sightings of the walking dead, corpse-like creatures that moved with a strange, jerky and unnatural gait. Levi knew that he had to do something to protect Teresa from the horror that was beginning to grip the city, and so he began preparing for a future of uncertainty. First, he fortified their home, boarding up windows and installing a security system that would alert him to any signs of trouble. He also organized a team of trusted friends and family members who could help him protect his home and his loved ones if trouble ever came calling. One night, while making rounds, he noticed something strange. There were no living people anywhere. Even the lights in homes and businesses were off. As he investigated further, he realized that the city had become a graveyard. The walking dead had taken over the streets. Levi and his team quickly realized that they would need to evacuate the city. They gathered up their supplies, locked the doors, and began the long journey to safety. For days and nights, they traveled, constantly on the lookout for any signs of the undead. Eventually, they made it to a small town at the edge of the city. There, they found what looked like a safe haven, a place where they could rest and regroup. They were hopeful. But then, just as they were beginning to relax, the unthinkable happened. The undead had followed them, and now, the streets of this small town were filled with walking corpses. Levi, Teresa and their team had no choice but to battle their way back out of the town. They fought with all their strength, but in the end, it wasn't enough. The undead were just too powerful. In the end, Teresa was the only one of their group that made it back to safety. She was bloody and wounded, but alive. Levi, however, was lost to the zombie hordes, never to be seen again. When Teresa finally returned home, she was forever changed. She no longer felt the same way about love. It had become something dark and horrible. She never forgot Levi, but she knew that the horror they had experienced together had changed her. From then on, whenever Teresa thought of zombies, she was filled with horror. For her, they were a reminder of the pain and loss she had endured, and of the man she had once loved and lost. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and tell us what you think in the comments. And of course, don't forget to subscribe.